This ME. This ME is something else. Oh man. I'm not sure what I should say about it right now. But let's get into this episode, shall we? I want to keep this at 2 minutes. We're talking about opposition instructions. And I'm gonna straight out tell you, don't use it. They have changed it from the beta to the live version, and how it's working now is not good. If you're using this, if you got like this guy, if you got always pressing on, every single player in your team is gonna press him. Before, that was not the case. Before, it was only the guy very close to him that would do it, like our wingback, our inverted wingback would do it, and maybe our winger. But if you had, let's say the winger, let's say, because this is their right side and our left side. So let's say that our winger was near this guy, and we also had tackle hard on him. But our winger maybe have ease off tackle. Before this, before the live version, in the beta, he will not tackle him hard because he had ease off. Now he will. Even with ease off tackles, he will tackle him hard if you put it on in here. Every single one in your team is gonna tackle this guy hard now. If they're gonna do it. If they're gonna tackle him, they're gonna tackle him hard. And we don't want that. We don't want to, well, go in the opposite direction of what we are telling our own players to do. So what I'm telling you right now and what I'm going to do is basically not use opposite instructions. I will probably use it if... Yeah, I think what I'm gonna use it is as my assistant, because he will usually tell you one of the players is usually a star player or a really good player, and they usually tend to give you 1 or 2 instructions, and that is fine. That is all you should do. So we're back to FM20 now. This is FM20 kind of opposition instructions, not the beta. The beta is gone, and yeah, it is what it is. So let's take this off again because I'm not gonna use it. I have nothing in here. Okay, so I've gone through both the tactics here. I've also changed quite a lot of the tactic. Well, you know, most of it was in the opposition instructions, but still I've changed things again. But what I've done here is mark specific positions, because that is what I want them to do. And our central defender on the right side is going to be marking the striker, the main striker. That is what he's going to be doing. The left one is not going to be marking anyone, because in case if there is maybe one more striker or 2 AMCs or, you know, something, then I want my secondary or left central defender doing something else. He can do whatever he likes. He don't have any specific marking position. He can just, you know, roam, so to speak. Our wingbacks is gonna be taking care of the wingers. Well, and here is really what you can do. I have set the specific position to AMR right or AM right, but I can't choose. What I really wanted was to have also midfield right with it, but I can't. So if I'm playing against, yeah, that's what's annoying, and that is why opposition instructions was so good, because you can set up all the other individual roles they were playing or all the positions they were playing. I can't do it here. I could set up specific players, but I need to do it in each match. I will need to do it in each match. But the wingers or the wingbacks are specifically marking the attacking midfielders on the wings. Our halfback is taking care of the AMC, and the midfielder is taking care of their midfielder, because we still want to be quite tight when we are marking their players when they're coming into us. But what I have changed in pretty much all of them, pretty much all my players right now got, except from maybe the central defenders here. Yeah, they're the only one. I think they are the only players not having hard tackles or tackle harder. Everyone else got tackle harder and mark tighter. Because FM21 ME is the same as the FM21. Mark tighter, harder tackles, high press. You know the story. It's all there. It's gonna kill the opponents. It's really silly why they gone back here. I have no idea why they're doing this. but the opposition instructions actually worked before, and it was great. You can make so many different kind of tactics. Now we're back to FM20 where there is, a couple of good tactics, and that's it. You have to play with them. If you want to win games, you have to play with that. Now again, stupid. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really frustrated by it. But so we are back to basically what we did before I changed anything. We are back to this kind of tactic, and we are now counter pressing again, of course, and we are of course pressing more urgent. But the most important stuff is taking off the opposition instructions and having all our men getting stuck in, being really aggressive, because that is what is gonna work. And let's see how it worked. So I played these 2 matches against Tromsø and Kisa, or U2 Kisa. That's a really odd name. I played them in full, and as you can see, completely destroyed them. I should not be winning against Tromsø 3-0, but I did, because, well, this tactic is like an FM20 pretty much cheat at this point. Why are they doing this? I mean, why are they doing this? Let's take just a look here. So I played this new tactic, and as you can see, we were just completely dominating them. We were just pressing them out of this game. They did have shots on target and stuff, but they were nowhere near, getting any really big chances. We had the big chances, as you can see in the XG. The only bad thing here is that Lund got a red card, but we're back on track. And then another game here against Kisa, pretty much same story. We were pressing them out of this game, and yeah, they definitely was the better team, but we won again, yet again. And as you can see, fouls 26 fouls. So we're getting a lot of yellows and reds now, or at least yellows. But this tactic is working, and no opposition instructions is working. Yeah, and I could see it right away inside the match as well, how they were playing. All right, so we got a game against Fredrikstad, and yeah, I guess we should definitely lose this against Fredrikstad away from home. But with this tactic, we could definitely win it. As you can see, maybe not, because we do have a couple of really important players out with red cards. That is, yeah, and Kasper Petersen is out with that injury, 6 weeks to 3 months. Yeah, that's not good. Köhler also got injured, 5 weeks to 8 weeks, so we got some really big key players. They are out. But let's see what we can do here. Yeah, let's switch it up. Let's use this one this time. Actually, no, let's use this one again. I think I used this in both of the other matches that I played, and I think I'm gonna go with that again. Let's just do a quick pick. So much is gonna be changed. Okay, just Noro and Bunne in. Noro in here. No, I think Augustin and then Sigurlich. And Noro instead of Simonsen. Yeah. And Simonsen out for Tim Nielsen. Kravik seems to be first choice these days. So who's not fit here? Someone is not fit. Kravik is not really fit, but he's starting more and more in now. I'm actually happy about that, because Kravik is one of our guys from the beginning. He was in the under 19s to begin with, and he has just developed quite nicely. He's not a star player or anything, but he's just getting better and better, nice and slow. Actually, you can't really see it here. He hasn't really developed much here in the last couple of... I think it was last season. Last season he developed so much out on loan. And now he's just, getting into it. He's just getting into it. But I think this is the team we're going to play. And for once, we are not really going to go in here and do anything. We have not even scouted them. Why haven't we? I don't know, but... So, Ricky Alber, I know this guy is dangerous, and I want to mark this guy, but if I'm doing it, I'm a little bit worried, but I want to do it, because he is a really good player. He also got a lot of red cards, it seems. Okay, But he is dangerous. I know he's dangerous. So let's use tight marking on this guy, and that is the only thing I'm gonna do here. Let's get into team selection. No, we already did that. Let's get into the game here. All right, here we go. Kickoff is off. We should lose this. In all honesty, we should lose this, but with opposition off, opposition instructions off, and that tackle harder, mark tighter on pretty much all the players, and you know, that kind of tactic, Gegen tactics style. Anything could happen, I mean. They do get the first shot, okay. But we do have the best chance so far, okay, but nothing really, not really a lot happening here to begin with. We're looking quite good in the league as well, so that's at least something. Winning 2 games in a row without conceding, you know. Okay, let's see. Okay, Antonsen got a takeover. I mean, what you're seeing on the pitch is still quite nice. It's not, when you're seeing the highlights and stuff, it's still alright. It's still better than FM20. But what I'm saying when I think it's the same as the FM20 is the tactics and what that's gonna change, statistically speaking, in the stats. That seems to be exactly the same again now. Okay. Again, this should not happen. We are not as good as Fredrikstad. They should beat us. Maybe they do. But they should. And if I was playing the other tactic, they would completely dominate this game. But right now they're not, because we are getting stuck in and playing really aggressive. Yeah, it almost seems like a cheat now to use it, but not using it, you're gonna lose. There is probably some other tactics working quite nicely, but this kind of thing, and I'm not talking about formation, I'm talking about tactics here. Individual instructions, opposition instructions, and tactical changes in possession, out of possession, and what is the last one? In transition. That is the thing I'm talking about, and it seems like you don't have a lot of choices. Removing the opposition instructions from our choices, that is just limiting our abilities to be managers. And it's just annoying. But I mean, you can work around it, like you saw I did with putting more personal instructions on your players. But you can't make the opposition instructions. All your players is gonna react to it again. They're all gonna react to it. Even if they got something else in their instructions, they're gonna react to it. It's just not good. It's just not good. That is not what you want. You don't want to do that. You want your players to do exactly what you want them to, not what you don't want them to do. Sometimes do one thing and sometimes another thing, depending on what player they are marking. You don't want that. So that was actually a decent half. I mean, 4-2, 0.43. Over there, that's, yeah, I'm gonna take that. We didn't even make that many fouls. They were making fouls. Interesting. Almost 50-50 in possession. They had a little bit more. I mean, a draw here is a really good result for us. Away from home. Can't complain. Can't complain at all. Except from the ME. And it's not really the ME, it's just how the ME is reacting to the opposition instructions. That is what I'm complaining about. It's a small part of the ME not working right now. It worked in the beater! It actually worked in the beater. Oh, okay, no, Jakobsen got to it. But I can ramble on about this for probably rest of this year, because they did the exact same thing in FM20 beater. The FM20 beater opposite instructions actually worked as far as I can remember. And then they went live with FM20 and they went with this, where it seems to be just not really that good or not really that dynamic. Okay. Ooh, okay. I would like my players. I would like to, if we are not playing with opposition instructions, then I would like my players to have more possibilities in their own instructions. Like right now, I can make. Ooh, I can make my player mark a position more tightly. I would like to make sure that he could mark more than one position more tightly, and I would like to make sure that my player could tackle a position more hard than other places. You know what I mean? If he's in, if my inverted wing back is maybe on a corner situation, is defending at home, but in the central part of the pitch, I don't want him to tackle hard in there. Maybe I only want to tackle hard when he is up against a certain player. Why can't I do that? Limiting what I can do with the players and limiting what I can tell my players to do. Hold on, there's 75 minutes here and we should make some subs. Noro is not looking too good there. Well, he's played quite well, but I think we should take him off. But not with Simonsen. Yeah, we are. Ooh, this is. We don't have any central defenders with us yet. We got Bune. I think we're gonna put San on. We're gonna put Bune down here instead. Swap everyone around here and put Lund out here. Can he really not play that? No, he can't really play that role. Not really. Let's look at his stats when I'm putting this on. Yeah, his jumping reads and heading is nope, it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out really. So he's gonna be the ball-winning midfield in there, and I don't think that's working too well. But he just have to hold on to that for 15 minutes plus, minus something. Kravik. Not the best game in the world here for Kravik. Neither Segolic. Tim Nielsen. We could put on Lusvold for Tim Nielsen, see if he can do something. Let's try it. Let's stick to that. Oh, they might have a chance here. Nope. Oh, maybe they do. Not really. Not really a good chance. Okay, well, overall, after they went live, after FM21 went live, I would say don't buy the game. It's not worth it right now. It's not worth it. With what they have changed here for the live version compared to the beta, don't buy it. The beta was better. There are still plenty of bugs. I mean, they have fixed some bugs, but there are still plenty of bugs. And after they changed this with the opposition instructions, just don't buy it. It's not worth it. FM20 is just as good. I don't really see a point to buy it at all, except if you really want that XG. That's a big chance for Kravik. Didn't really take it. Unless you really want that XG. That's the only positive thing about FM21 right now. Because everything else is... Look at this! Look at this screen! Oh! You would rather have FM20 match screen. That's for sure. I would much rather have FM20's match screen. I would much rather get rid of all that media thing they have put in. I don't use it, and I'm just getting annoyed every time I'm seeing it. It's worse now. It's even worse. I hate it. So unless you want XG, don't buy the game. Unless you like this screen. If you like this, well, fair enough. If you like not being able to customize your thing, the only thing you can do right now is this. That's the only thing you can do in the match UI. Compared to before, where you can pull down everything, you can set it where you want it. It was still limited. I actually said before we got before we got the beta, or even we were shown this screen, I said I want to be able to customize the match UI a lot more than what we are. And they went in the opposite direction. They went the opposite direction where I can't customize anything here. I'm not sure who they are trying to sell it to here, but it's absolutely not players like me. I want to customize way more. I don't want to be more limited, and I'm getting way more limited. They have taken out the JSON file. They have, or at least hidden it. They have hidden the JSON file, so we can't really mod that anymore. They are having a terrible time with this match UI. They have put in so much crap with the media or body language and all that. It's probably not. You know what? You can actually. I haven't done it yet, but I know someone else have done it. I know of other people that have done this. You can play a whole season with telling your people shit, really shit, and you can storm out of the media whatever tunnel thing. It's not gonna change a thing. It's changing nothing. Nothing at all. They are selling you nothing. Doing the media thing, doing the body language thing, it's doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Playing with it is just a waste of time. I wish it did something, but it's not. It's not doing anything. Nothing at all. But as I would like you to believe it does, but it doesn't. Especially the media. That's just an idiotic kind of thing to put in this game when it's not working. The media thing you're doing is doing absolutely jack zero. Okay, but we are having a good game here. I mean, again, this day has been so annoying. This day was so annoying. What a terrible release. What a terrible release from SI. But I didn't really... I think because I've been playing the beta for hundreds of hours. Or... well, that's what you get. That was a good long shot. That was a really good long shot. But I played the beta for hundreds of... I know 100 and something hours. And I was optimistic. I probably told myself, if they're just staying with this, it's all right, just fixing the bugs and and yeah, that's gonna be fine. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be the best game they ever made, actually, the best release. But they had to butcher it completely. They had to completely destroy the opposition instructions. I have no idea why, but they did it, and just like last year, it's a terrible game. It's not a terrible game. FM is still a good game. It's still the best football manager game, but it's not saying much because there are not many other football manager games. I'm not sure why they are making these horrible decisions. Who are they making them for? Not us. Not us, the players, that's for sure. At least not the players that actually like to play the game and not just download some tactic and only play with that. They're not making the game for us right now, that's for sure. So we ended up with a loss here. I mean, that is fair. I think they had most of the games. Yeah, they probably... no, not really. It was a pretty even game. We got unlucky, actually. But again, this tactic, I mean, we should be losing with more than 1-0. Yeah, none of our players really turned up to do anything. And look at that. That XG just... That chance, that long shot. I don't actually understand why. Oh, it's not... Okay, that's actually not the long shot. So they had a chance just before the long shot that was probably 0.35 or something like that in XG. So I guess that's fair enough to get the goal after that. It's alright. Now I don't want it all to be negative here, but I mean, SI is not helping themselves here. Should I go play WoW? World of Warcraft? It's just released. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, of course not. I'm gonna play Football Manager, that's for sure. Even if Football Manager 21 is not what I hope for. I mean, just give me the beta back. Without the bugs. Just give me. It's so annoying, man. I can't keep this up. I can't keep this up. Okay, so what are we gonna do in for the rest of the season here? Olesund is a big game. Yeah, it is. So no, not really. Okay, so we got some easy games actually, except from Olesund. Strømmen completely killed us last time we were playing against them. 4-1. Yeah, they killed us 4-1 here. But I don't think I'm gonna show. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe I will come back for Åsane, maybe I'll come back for Strømmen, I'm not sure yet. It depends on how many losses, or how many losses I'll get and how many wins I'll get. That all depends. That all depends. So let's see when I'm coming back, man. That is the end of this episode. I hope you will not really enjoyed it, because I'm a little bit negative here, but I think you can understand why. You have probably already played this game for a couple of days here, so you probably understand where I'm coming from if you understand opposition instructions and how it worked in the beta. Maybe you played the beta as well and know what I'm talking about. If not, well, it's still not the best game in the world here. They are going back on good things and not fixing bad things. It is what it is. It's a game that we all love and hate, and we can't really change SI's mind. We can't. They are doing the best they can. I'm absolutely 100% sure about that. They are trying the best they can, but it's just not what I want. And yeah, so there is that. But I still hope you come back for more content, because I'm not done playing. I'm not done playing FM, of course not. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen at all. So I hope to see you in the next episode.